a deal with the UN to send half of the migrants to Western countries instead of deporting them to Africa. Then he said he was scrapping the deal. His government has seen repeated setbacks and plans to deport some 30,000 Africans, including court rulings and opposition from migrant advocates. Netanyahu's supporters said the new plan to keep half of the Africans in Israel would encourage more Africans to come to Israel. That prompted Netanyahu to say he was suspending the plan. Now he says he's canceling it. Daniel Estrin, NPR News, Jerusalem.
The first person's been sentenced in Special Counsel Robert Mueller's investigation into Russia's interference in the 2016 presidential election in the U.S. Today, Dutch attorney Alex van der Swan was sentenced to 30 days in prison and fined $20,000 for lying to federal agents who were investigating former Trump campaign chairman Paul Manafort. You're listening to NPR News.
This is OPB. I'm Jason Sauls. Oregon Senator Ron Wyden has asked the National Rifle Association for information about the money it receives from foreign countries. This connects to the investigation of Russian interference in the 2016 U.S. election. Wyden says there is reason to believe Russian oligarchs use the NRA as a conduit for contributions to the Trump campaign.
If those allegations are true, what was the motivation for the Russians? I don't think that motivation was because the Russians were interested in seat shooting. I think they wanted influence with the president.
The NRA says it receives foreign money, but it is not for political campaigns. An NRA spokesman has denied that funds it receives from foreign nationals comes from Russians, but Wyden has asked for a more detailed accounting of NRA contributions. Residents in Deschutes County could soon see changes to the county's approach toward its existing policy on marijuana. The Bend Bulletin reports the county's Community Development Department presented its assessment of county marijuana rules to the Deschutes County Commission on Monday during a work session. The presentation was intended to spearhead discussion on potential changes to county rules. Commissioner Tammy Bainey says the goal is to cut down on the illegal activity she and many rural residents believe is occurring outside the legal permitted grows. Deschutes County implemented its rules for marijuana production, processing, retail, and wholesale operations outside urban growth boundaries in 2016. Deschutes County Senior Planner Matt Martin says the rules were always meant to be revisited once the Community Development Department has more information about the newly legal industry. A prominent local developer is funding the expansion of Salem's largest homeless shelter to the north end of town. The Statesman Journal reports the city plans to buy the current Union Gospel Mission of Salem shelter and redevelop almost an entire block of downtown in coming years. David Glennie owns Glennie Property Investments and is a former Salem City Council member. He's filed an appeal with the city after a February decision that lays the groundwork for the relocation and new shelter. The new building would boost overnight capacity from 150 to about 300.